Hi everyone, glad to see you on another episode of the Week Review. Today we'll talk about the insights from the effort system, about habits, and some long lasting impacts from my current world event. Let's begin first with the efforts part of the system. First of all, I've managed to get 4 days streak of solving lead code problems using C Sharp, but not a single minute of doing the university thing. And the obvious question that kind of rises up from these statements is why? Well, during this week, I revisited the one thing rule and came to a conclusion that even two things that require effort to maintain are hard to do so. So the problem lies basically in the paralysis analysis. It's when you have two priorities, which is a joke by itself, of course, because priorities suggest that you have one thing to prioritize. It's mean priorities. Your brain spends a lot of energy to prioritize one thing over another, and that causes some sort of clusterfuck, yeah? So usually you don't even make a choice after this prioritization phase, and like, yeah, that kind of halts all your efforts at the same time. So for now, I do not know how to overcome this obstacle because, of course, I have to do more than one thing on a regular basis. This is because I've kind of committed to this two efforts structure, and I'm still committed not to change it, even despite this thing. But for now, I will try to some sort of stick to C Sharp rather than university and try to solve at least one problem a day or spend 30 minutes learning the C Sharp itself. So yeah, some sort of internal prioritization without throwing away the university, because university is also very important. I still have to write my thesis, and C Sharp kind of linked to the university. So yeah, I even have some theoretical thoughts about the possible solution, and from my current perspective, it should include the introduction of the microcosms hierarchy, which I'll try to explain in the next video, and because I still haven't truly explored this thought, and better effort alignment with identity strategy. What I mean by that is I have some sort of phrase, some sort of strategies that I want to be able to design and understand experiences slash products and like deliver them end to end to customers. So from the idea to real value extraction from the product. So I definitely will need to align all my habits with it, and I think that this alignment will allow me to better prioritize different things and even convince my brain that all four things are important. Now let's talk about habit, and I don't have much to say here as brushing teeth is a relatively easy habit, and I feel that I can combine it even with daily lead code solving or basically anything. For me, this habit will serve a purpose of reference, which I've discussed in the second week of the second leap. So it was 2 videos ago. And yeah, I have pretty nothing to add here. Now let's talk about the world event, which over time reframed itself into the problem of usage of recommendation algorithms. Initially, it started as some sort of digital great land, and it consisted of two parts. First one to kind of don't beat your meat, bro, and the second one was to minimize the impact of recommendation algorithms in your life, minimize their presence. And the first part was failed, if I'm not mistaken, after 2 weeks, and the recommendation part actually sticked. And as I've said before, right now I only use recommendations from Artifact News, but not as much as previous YouTube algorithm usage and from music. However, the last one, of course, has became very bad. As for now, I just pick the genre of music myself and then listen to the suggested mix. Anyway, lower algorithm dependency in general make me feel better and less overwhelmed, and I already can sense the positive impact on my life. And yeah, I don't have that feeling of itching that I'm doing something bad as I had previously with the algorithm. When you spend another 3 or 4 hours per day watching some stupid videos, they even your brain tricks you to think that these videos are some sort of how to say useful in your life. So you don't go to solve lead code problems. You open up the C++ conference, watch it, and think that you are now big brain. And I mean, you still have to watch these conferences to become better and to kind of get new information. But in general, that's something that you have to maybe fuel or so yeah, you don't have to fool yourself in the first place. You don't have to lie to yourself. So therefore, I'm seriously about thinking about continuing this world event even after the current leap, because benefits are just too big to abandon them. I'm even not sure whether a possible comeback of algorithms won't crush my immature habit system, because they have some sort of really big and deep impact on your life. So they even possess danger of breaking the things I've been building for the past, I guess, 4 weeks. It's for the fourth week of the second leap. So for 4 weeks, I was kind of building the system, and now you suggest me to kind of drop everything from it. So yeah, it's kind of some sort of danger. So I think I'll continue the world event even until at least 4 foundational habits will be formed, which I've talked in the first part of this video. And by foundational habits, I mean that they should include every part of my identity, which are from the phrase I've stated previously, which is I want to design and understand the process of developing end-to-end product/experience. So which are product management, of course, game development, sport, and some sort of contribution. So I view it as following. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next review. Boo-boo.